Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin continues to move sideways. The torturing continues. It's just sideways movement that is happening here at the moment. Yeah, I'm just going to focus here on the lower level price action just to update you about the latest movements. I think, a breakdown is imminent. You can only move sideways so long, really, and as soon as a range becomes too obvious, you're going to get the breakout usually. So for me, it could very well be, as you will know, the focus here for me is still on the downside. I'm looking here currently at this ABC pattern, which should come down, which is part of a larger 5-wave diagonal to the downside. So each of these waves has 3 subwaves. We are currently, in my opinion, in this C wave, to the downside, and in the C wave we have probably already done the wave 1. Then the wave 2 is currently unfolding, might already be finished here. It might be. We have not made a new high, so it might very well have been finished here on the 28th of September. But because we have failed so far to make a new high, I can't really say that with certainty. If it's finished already, the wave 2, then we would expect very, very shortly, imminently, a significant breakout to the downside. Breakout signal would be 18.9k, and I think then we can really look at something around 16.5 to 17k for that third wave to the downside. I would not be surprised though if Bitcoin goes a bit higher and the wave 2 will extend out. As you can see, this is a nice setup for just a 3-wave move here further to the upside, and then I'm looking possibly here around the 20k area as resistance for that, because then you look at the same length between waves A and wave C. So let's do that as well. If we look at the Fibonacci extension, a target for a wave C is usually taking the length of the wave A and projecting it out. It's actually here the $20,150 level. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see that level, but it seems like at the moment there's a bit of a red price action going on here, which is good. Would be that's going quite strongly actually. It's quite interesting to see that. So that was quite a bit of a drop just now here. Certainly doesn't really look bullish at the moment. But either way, this is the level that we watch out for. So a breakout above that 19,650 level to the upside could really take us to the 20,000. What was it, 20,150 level here in a wave C. And then at some point there, I would at the latest expect the breakout. If that even doesn't happen in this scenario, then we have to expect that the 20,400 level breaks. And if it does, we could see a more significant correction that is still in place to the upside. Said it before, it's absolutely possible that this wave B isn't finished yet. That is unfortunately all possible, and I would look at that option as soon as we break above 20.4k. Then we are limited by the 22.1k level up here. If we get above that level, that is the threshold to say that we are getting into something more bullish, that a more significant low for Bitcoin was already in. So my focus remains here on the downside. Breakout signal to the downside, as I said, is that roughly 18,850 level. As long as we hold that, we cannot rule out to go higher either in an extended wave 2 or in an extended wave B. But the move down here would strongly put the imminent sell-off scenario in place and in power. Yeah, this is basically where we are. We are a bit of in a range here. Price, as I said yesterday, looks a bit like the boring price action we had in May. Let me see if I can just go back to that, which was basically this here. Yeah, very, very similar. It looks very, very similar. And overall, I'd be expecting here a move down. But Bitcoin had a lot of fake outs recently as well. So again, I wouldn't be surprised to see a bit of an extended wave 2 to the upside and wave B up. This is something that I personally wouldn't trade here at the moment. That's too choppy for me. Yeah, if you're a range trader, it's probably your world here. It's not for me really. I'm looking at more reliable patterns at the moment. and would just hold on. Don't get me wrong, this is for me the time to accumulate Bitcoin, yeah, long term, so cold wallet, things like that. But in terms of a trade or anything, Bitcoin not really. There are other charts that I talk about in other videos that are more attractive, because Bitcoin at the moment just doesn't produce a reliable pattern really that I'd be using personally for Elliott Wave trading. Yeah, on lower time frames you get all the times 1-2 setups, but as you can see here, a lot of these micro counts would have been invalidated because this is just choppy price action that really, you know, can be used if you're like a range trader. But in Elliott Wave, we're looking obviously for patterns that show us a clear trend, and the trend here is still down at the moment, and there is no trend reversal in place, at least not yet. I'm observing options that the more significant bottom is in place, but at the moment I don't see the evidence yet. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.